Hey, what's up, guys? Man, what a nice day. It's gonna be a hot one, I can tell. So, I'm standing here next to this beautiful piece of machinery. And let me tell you what, we have had nothing but a nightmare when it comes to cab jacks. So, I have a couple new ones, and well, neither one of those would do the job, so I bought another new one, and we're going to go ahead and try and get this thing. So there's the bad part. I don't have any fittings for this. That's pretty awesome. You didn't think about that. I'll be back. Hey guys, man. So I'm just trying to. This shop is a disaster. We may end up just cleaning the shop for one whole day. I'm just trying to find some fittings for this pump. I've got some fittings on my other pump, but that pump's at the pump shop, and so I'm just going to be looking around in here trying to find some fitting that works. Yeah, it's not a lot of fun, let me tell you. I'll have to see if those fittings are pipe or what, and see what I have. Anyways, I'll get back with you. Alright, so I got some fittings. Got one extra, just in case. We're just going to use a little bit of Teflon tape now. I know you guys probably already know that Teflon tape and hydraulics may not be the best idea in the world, but I'm just going to put a little on there, and I'm going to put it deep on the threads so that so it can't get in the pump. And what we're going to do is we're going to test this baby out with a loop just to see how it works before we put it on the truck. All right, let's go and give it a shot, eh? All right, so what we'll do first is we'll fill this up, and then we're going to pump some fluid through this hose and into a catch bucket so that we can verify that we're not putting any crap in this new pump. Let me find a tray right quick. Oh boy, that was a good catch, wasn't it? It hurt a little bit, but so be it. I'm going to put some weight on there. Now, what I'm doing is I'm filling this pump up, and then, whoops, it's very interesting that that's on pump. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to fill this up, get that hose bled out, and then hook that hose up to the bottom and see if it flows in a circle, or if it doesn't. And if it doesn't flow in a circle, then I was wrong. And if it does flow in a circle, okay, so all right, so this hose is flowing good, so whatever might have been in that hose is now gone. And what should happen is I should be able to pump this thing both directions, and the fluid should just flow. All right, let's see what happens. See how fluid flows? I'm able to pump it through. And that's how it should be, because when you pump it's a two-way cylinder, right? So when you pump the cab up, the down cylinder is exhausting fluid. And it has to have a place for that fluid somewhere. And so this pump is able to pump through. All my other pumps built pressure both directions, so you couldn't pump it up or down. So I think this one is good to go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish filling it up and then pump it the other direction. Whoops. What I didn't want to do is make a big transmission oil mess all over the forklift, but we're going to until I had coffee today and no food, I get the jitters. Alright, so now we're going to pump it a couple more times.
Okay, so the pump is full and it works both directions. Now what we're going to do is go out and put it on the truck, hook up the hoses, and fill that system up, and everything should be working now. It should go up and down. And then if that's the case, I'll order another one of these pumps for Crystal. That way when I get home, we'll be ready to pump that cab down. All right, let's go out there and make this happening. Okay, so I'm going to keep this loop hose on there until I get it all mounted. And I say all mounted like it's a big deal, but it really isn't. It's just 2 bolts. And then we'll take these 2 hoses, we'll put the one on the bottom, and we'll pump it through till we get some fluid coming out. And all right, so I think we still have everything hooked up the way it's supposed to be. But we'll check. We're gonna put this hose on, and then we'll pump it out a little bit and see what happens. And I'll have to get more fluid, obviously. Okay, and this is just the loopholes that goes to the other end, and so okay, I'm going to need a handle. I'll be right back. All right, so one thing I need to do is I've got this hydraulic line and it kind of goes under the exhaust. So I'm going to reroute this right quick. We just did a temporary hookup before, and so pull this out and we'll go over the exhaust. That way the cab can go up, and then we'll get this thing in the straps and holders where it belongs. But for right now, we're just going to test this pump. All right. See, can you see the pump here? Yeah. All right, so we're going to put this on up. Should start pushing that cab latch down. There it goes. And then it should start the cab up. Couple of hard pumps. it comes. Okay, now I should be able to move this down and the cab should come down. Yep. So definitely was the pump. The other thing is this truck doesn't have any safeties in the cylinders, so what we're gonna do is we'll order new cylinders for this truck and we'll change them. For now we're just gonna go through and use it. The only thing we got to remember is there's no safety, and so we won't be under the cab unless it's locked via 4x4 or the cab safety latch, which is more, it's not for you to set it on, it's just in case it comes down. So I'm going to go ahead and jack the cab up pretty far. And I'm going to finish filling it up. And then you got to remember when you're filling this, you leave the lid off, the fill lid off of the pump, because when it comes down, it'll exhaust whatever fluid is too much in there. And you want it to do that because you don't want it building pressure and blowing seals. It's so interesting. Watch a Harley ride by playing hip hop and stuff. It's kind of cool. We're not going to jack it up more than over center because we don't want to drop this cab on the ground. And so I think that's good enough. Let me get it bored. All right, guys, so she's done. I think that it's probably full enough. I'm just going to set this this plug in here and clean up my oil mess. But man, that sure was nice. I wish that we wouldn't have had all the trouble that we had with pumps while we were on location. That sure would have been nice. I'll be back. So really, I don't see I don't see this being a big deal, change of fuel pump. Obviously I need to be careful what I step on in here, but looks like I can take these AC lines loose and then move them out of the way. I see I can't really see that thing, but if I drain the coolant, take those thermostat housings off, and upper radiator hoses off. They need to be changed anyways. And then let's see. And then I can get in here right from the front, take those bolts out. So it's not going to be simple, but it's not going to be hard either. I'll just put the cab. We'll get to where we can get the cab almost all the way up. We'll change it or chain it so it can't come down over forward, and then we'll just take stuff off that's in the way. It'll be an all-day job, change a fuel pump, but I think in the long run it'll be worth it, because we got to do those anyway. Let me all right. Oh, as Chad would say, let's get your eyes on that. So you see that new hose right there? That's the feed line to the pump, and so the pump is down in there underneath that crossover pipe. So we have to take a lot of things off, but we should put new thermostats on anyways. And we'll take all this piping off, and we'll get the valve covers off. We'll put new injectors in it, and change that fuel pump, and what other gaskets on the top that need changed. The blower's compacted on the sides with crap, and so we'll probably take the blower off and clean all that out of the way. I don't know. We got a lot of mud dauber nests and crap in here. This thing is full of ants. So I'm super happy that the cab jack system works. Again, we're using the old cylinders that were on this, and we've removed the safeties. There's some safety valving inside of them, and we removed that. We've got to take and change. We're going to change this old hose, and we're going to get this hose ran in them clips, and you know, just basically clean up and take care of business in here. Try and lube the shifter cables, maybe put a transmission in. I don't know, there's lots of stuff we can do. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jack it up and get this board out from under it, let the cab back down, now that we know it works. Also, while I was thinking about it, you know, this truck was leaning really hard, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. You know, I'm measuring all suspension parts, and then it dawned on me, we're only running one fuel tank, and you know, we did have 1,000 pounds of fuel on the one side, so that fuel tank might have been enough to make this thing lean over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other fuel tank clean and hook up the crossover tube and let that fuel equalize. And see if it still has the problem. Man, I'm raining sweat right now. Let me get you turned around here. I got some new phone mounts coming for the tripods, and all right, so I got some new tripod iPhone mounts coming, and Man, it's so nice that that thing jacks itself effortlessly. It should come down nice and easy. May not. That's how it's supposed to come down. And then what should happen is, yep, the cab latch is going up, and then it's exhausting. Whatever fluid it didn't need is running all over the place. But that's what we wanted. I mean, we didn't want it all over the place, but we did want to exhaust whatever fluid it didn't need. So we had her slightly over full, but she's good now. And we can tighten that fill plug now. Then we'll just get a little bit of, we'll get a little something, clean up that oil mess. We'll be right back. All right, so we're just cleaning up that mess. We did overfill the reservoir, and it does expel any unnecessary fluid. You leave the lid off the fill tube, and when it's completely let down, all the air comes out of the system, and so it worked as planned. I didn't really want to make that big of a mess, but all right. So that lid's still loose, and it's okay. I'm going to get some stuff out of the side box that goes in the shop. Got a new bucket pump in here. Some shop towels, grease gun, you know, stuff like that needs to be in there. All right, guys, so there you have it. This whole time we were having trouble with jacking the cab up. We had a brand new pump that was bad, and the pump that was on this originally was bad, so we couldn't get anything done. I bought another new pump and stuck it on there, bled it out, and works perfectly as it's supposed to. So we're gonna get another new pump, and we're gonna get Crystal plumbed back up, get her cylinders back on, and make it so we can raise that cab up and down. In the meantime, we'll be around. We appreciate you coming by, and don't forget to click that thumbs up icon. That's super duper important. If I could get everybody that watches to just throw me a comment, click that thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, click that little subscribe icon, and help me grow this channel. And let's get these trucks back on the road, eh? We'll see ya.